Clyde. Your cards I all got sideways, which means that you are in a transitional period. You have 3 cards that are all changing the situation you are in. And to start with is this one. This is the card, and it's a -1 because of the gray part. It's a blockage. It's you look at the world, at yourself, at your friends or your community through dark tinted glasses. I don't think you are depressed, but your hope is lowering because you see everything in a dark light. But you are changing that. You are realizing that the way you look at things can give you positive or negative feelings. One of them is also discapacity. This is normally the ability to fantasize, to be creative. But when you fantasize about everything that can go wrong with what you want, you get more of the negative because you have such a vivid fantasy. But you are changing your fantasy also because it's also sideways. So I think combined, these two, is that you are aware of everything you think about yourself or the world around you will affect the way you feel about it. And because you have such a creative mind, your fantasies that are supporting that vision will be very strong. So you have acknowledged that and are changing that for the better. That's what I think. The third card is also in transition, and that is this one. So this one is that you recognize the king you are. And this is for Clyde. The king you are in your own way. You have your power, and in some way you acknowledge your power more because it's in transition. It's from that one to that one. You acknowledge your power more these days. So you are acknowledging the way you can change your vision on the world and acknowledging that you can be creative in a positive way. So I think that is at this moment changing for you. Everything is changing, shifting, and I hope it's for the better for you to support yourself and your creativity and your sense of self. So Clyde, that's the 3-card reading for you today. The last 3-card reading for today is Joyce. Joyce was just in time to get the 3-card reading. Joyce, I have 3 cards for you, and it's nice. They all work in a positive way, I think. This is the first one. This is the natural rhythm. You have a sense of timing. You are capable to feel when something has to come and when it has to go, when it has to be out of your life, or when you have to go into action and when you have to rest. You have a natural timing for things. And that is helping you with getting things done. So that's a positive one. What you are changing at this moment is this one. This is a positive card, and when you look close enough, I hope it's sharp enough, you see a child climbing way too high on this rack, and looking backwards. Look at me, how good I am. And that's the beautiful part of children. They can be so joyous about what they get as a result of what they are doing. So that's the joy I would like for you to go for something. And that's what this card is about, but it's halfway, so it's changing. That you are going for some result, you want to have to accomplish something, and you can look back on it with pride. That is what you are learning, and that is the way to acknowledge yourself in your trouble to go there to accomplish that. But it's also the way to attract other people with your joyousness about your results. So it's the most natural way to be glad that you have overcome something that is difficult. So celebrate. And the last one for you is this one. You have it upside down, but this one is in the upright position. It's someone who has had a little bit too much of alcohol, so to see. And it's about celebrating life and enjoying the good things in life is a capacity. Absolutely. But you have to know when it's enough, when enough is enough. And that is what you have learned, because it's upside down. So you have learned to know when you reach your boundaries, and that is what keeps you healthy and keeps you going. You have to celebrate more, but you are learning to do that. Your successes and be proud of what you have accomplished. And you can rely on your natural timing. You have a natural feeling for timing. Joyce, that was your 3-card reading. I hope you can understand what it's about. The 3-card readings I did for Damian and Vera and Clyde and Joyce, I will put on YouTube. The link will be in the announcement too. So where you can give your feedback, where you gave your name, there will be the link to the YouTube clip also of your reading, so that you can listen with less distraction, I think. Okay, I'm going to the 1-card readings again. Take a number from 1 to 81, and I will read your card, the card of the number you chose. Agnieszka. I'm going to do 71. 71 is this one. Upside down, you have overcome a blockage. When it's upright, it's a blockage. But you had it upside down. So you have overcome a blockage that is symbolized in this one. You see some people dancing together. They are old. Not everything is going as smooth as it did when they were younger. Maybe it's not as joyous to look at them dancing, but it all doesn't matter, because when you move, you are going. And that is what you have learned. There's no reason to stop what you are enjoying to do. So it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks about it or how it looks to someone else. You enjoy what you do, and you do it anyway. And that's a good one. It's choosing for your own heart to go and move. And with that movement, you are much more flexible to change your direction when it's needed. So when you stand still because of all that ego stuff that could hinder your doing what you want to do, that doesn't help you. But you have learned that you are doing what you want to do, and you are going to do it anyway, whatever anyone else says about it. for Janice. It's upside down. But for me, it's the most beautiful part when it's upright. And that's why I took the back in that with that logo as logo of that. So this is going the way as a child does. I was walking with my grandchild, walking him home, and we walked along a footpath, and he saw a butterfly, wanted to grab it, but he didn't succeed. The butterfly flew away, and he wasn't disappointed or angry about it. He just saw some bug on the ground and wanted to investigate that. That is living in the moment, following your heart, being connected with the world around you, getting inspired by the world around you, and living in the here and now. That is when it's upright. But you have in some way blocked that in you. I think you know the feeling of being in the here and now and enjoying life that's coming to you and opening your heart for what's coming to you. But in some way you have become somewhat hesitant to experience that, to be in that sort of vibe and living with what is. So my advice for you is go back to the innocence of the child, the innocence of being here and enjoying everything in the here and now. Not for tomorrow or not looking back on yesterday, but here and now. What is the pleasure I can have now? What is the adventure that I can have now? Agnieszka, if you want to make contact, on my Gmail account is name of this TikTok account. So you could send me an email if you want to. Janice, this one was for you. Just go back to that feeling of being in the here and now and being in the experience of the adventure that is around you. I have 34 for Diana. 34. It was upside down. So this is acknowledging what you have accomplished and being proud of it. Well, 34, Diana, is upside down with you, I think. So you could do that more for yourself, building the relationship with yourself by being proud of every step you take. It could be a little step, it could be many steps together, but you have to be your own cheerleader in what you do. For other people, it could be difficult to see what you had to do to come there. So be more proud of yourself and with what you have accomplished. Diana? I chose 16, and this is also celebrating your success. I hope it was right, because this is what you can do with every step you take, with every success you you achieve. Whether its success is visible for the outer world or not, celebrate, alone or with others, the steps you have taken. Vera, this is 115, and this is, you have gone, you could say, a difficult way, but you have kept faith in that the light is near, the open space where you can thrive is near. You just have to go just another 2 steps or something like that. So don't give up with the last steps, because the faith you had was justified. You are coming there. You are coming in the light, and then you will shine. That is for Vera. For 5 minutes. And then I'll close this live. So if you want a card, give me a number and give me your name. $29. It's Riette and Brighton. 29. I will look for it to see if it's upside down or upwards. Upside down. This is the one that the Brighton and Riette pulled or asked for. This one is upside down. It's a positive card. It's upside down, so it's somewhat restricted by yourself. This is, it's the fascinating thing of communicating through energy. You can see that those geese are flying, and every flock of birds that's flying, they can fly in some direction and then suddenly they move as if they all know in another direction. And that is, I think they don't talk in bird language then, but that's energetically the way they direct each other. I think you have something with energies, reading energies, sensing energies, but you in some way, somehow are not listening to it. Maybe you are hesitant because you are afraid of what you might hear or what you have to do with it. But you are able to sense energies and to communicate through energies. So take that as a gift and try to develop that. Now you are hesitant to do something with it, but it's a gift. Quentina. And it's upright with you. A strength you have, and you might need the next period, is celebrating by looking back. Celebrating what you have accomplished by looking back on the path you have gone. So that's something I had to learn when I was in a depression. The person that helped me reflect on my life said every week when she came, look back of where you come from. Because I was always complaining about where I wasn't yet. And that is the gift of this card. You are able to look back and see what steps you have taken. Acknowledge the difficulty you have overcome. So that's a good one. That's going to help you. So that is celebrating what you do good. Aena, Judith and Flo have 14. Ah, that's a beautiful one. But let's see if it's upright or upside down. Ah, the last one of the pile. The very last one. And this is called Happy Parenting. And it's not about the parenting part, of course, but it's the parenting for me stands for wanting to support the ones you love with growing, with developing, with going in the direction of their mission and their growth. And because it's upright, that is something you have to give to people you love. You are very supporting. You are very helping in let them thrive. And that can be your mission. There's nothing bad about that, unless you do it and you don't have enough energy, because this capacity can also be something you cannot let go of and do despite of you being tired of or having to do something for yourself. But it's a gift. It's a gift to be supporting, to the people you love. You dedicate your life to them, to grow and to fulfill their mission and help them on their path. So that is for Aena, Flo and Judith. It's a beautiful gift you have. And yeah, you can use it because it's upright. And then we have 11 for Simone and Marion. 11. I think it was in this pile somewhere in the end. It's about the two horses running together, having fun. I'm looking for the picture and to see if it's upside down. It's upright. So Simone and Marion, you both have the capacity the ability to enjoy the differences. In the paddocks you see two horses running, galloping, having fun together. It's a little horse, black one in the back, and a big horse. It's a black horse, it's a white horse. And for me, this is symbolic of differences are inspiring. Many times differences can lead to splits in groups and to exclude someone or different people. But my experience is, but it's not the easy way, my experience is when there are differences in a group, in a team, in a family, it can be enormously inspiring because you all have different abilities that you can use as a group. And if you have the intention to learn from difficulties, which is a good one because then you can handle every situation. If you have the intention to learn from difficulties and just be curious about why someone else sees something so differently, what his or her background is, where that comes from, or what his experiences are that make him or her think that way, then there can be more respect amongst the people that are in that group. But also you can use the differences. Some people are good in something and others can do something else. And that is only possible when you are willing to investigate how the differences can be more rich of working together. So that is your ability because it's upright. So I think within a group where there are differences, Simone and Marion, you could build bridges between people by letting them talk and be yourself interested in the person behind the opinion he or she has. So that's your capacity, your ability. And now it's time to quit again. I thank you. And this live was about reading cards, my own oracle cards of everyday situations, symbolic for something. In about 2 weeks, I will do an English live again, and you can subscribe for a personal reading in the weekend beforehand. So in not next weekend, but the weekend after. And when you want to follow the Dutch live readings, you can subscribe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow when I do the announcement for the live. In the announcement, you always subscribe for the 3 card readings. So, I thank you very much and, well, See you in the next live, I hope. Bye.